thanks to everybody for taking time out of your day to join us. We're going to start with Sage 300 Cloud and what's new. So firstly, I'm sure everybody has heard Sage 300C, or what is commonly referred to as Sage 300 Cloud, and wondering, what is this? Is this the next step in my ACPAC system? Essentially, it is a rebranding of your existing application, presented. So it's the existing screens that you used to, but it's now presented to you in a web browser. The web screens have been around since 2016, 2017, and over the years, Sage has enhanced the functionality of these screens. And then third-party vendors have come on board to develop their classic desktop screens to be accessible as within this web browser.
Natasha, from what you're saying, does that mean that Sage 300 Cloud is now a true cloud system?
No, Mohamed, it's still not true cloud. So like I mentioned, it's the classic screens that have been converted to a web browser. You still need to install the application either on-premise, on a hosted server, or in a virtual environment. The accessibility of the application is now via a URL as opposed to desktop or a remote desktop connection. Okay. So the changes that comes within the newer versions is released by Sage every 12 months. A Dingus policy is to approach clients every 18 months. So we tend to wait until at least one service pack has been released before we say we need to upgrade your application. Obviously, with technology changes, hardware changes, server software changes, SQL upgrades, it does make sense that your accounting application also remains on the current version. In addition, in order for us to request support directly from Sage on your application, you would need to be on either the latest version or 2 versions back. So what is the latest version? Sage 300 Cloud 2023. Should we require support from Sage, you would need to be on that version, 2022 or 2021. Having said all of that, that does not mean we don't support you if you're on 2020, 2019, 2018. As most of you know, we do still support. It is just recommended that to keep in line with the changes in hardware infrastructure, software, you upgrade your Sage 300 application.
On that point, Natasha, can you maybe just explain to our customers what are some of the new features or benefits from updating, for example, a 2019 version to the latest 2023 version?
Well, I think we can, there are a few features that have come in, but instead of, listening to me drone on about these changes, we're going to just show you a quick video that highlights the key features that have come in with Sage 300 2023.
So this is the Sage security and password update.
Correct. It's the changes that have been made on passwords to enable more security. So, and it is something that users have asked for over the years. Can I have more security features on accessing my application?
Include at least a lowercase letter, uppercase letter, number, and special characters such as an asterisk or pound sign. If you specify a minimum password length, it must be at least 8 characters. Also, if you require complex passwords and you use Sage Fixed Assets integrated with Sage 300, you must update your system as explained in Sage Knowledge Base Article 115839. Technical upgrades and enhancements have been made to improve overall security for Sage 300. If you are upgrading from a previous version of Sage 300, you may need to make some changes to your system setup. For more information, see Knowledge Base article 116170.
Okay, Natasha, I'm going to also play the other updates that are found on the 2023 version around setup reports and various keyboard shortcuts.
Thank you, Mohamed.
Are now available in web screens for accounts payable, accounts receivable, general ledger, tax services, bank services, inventory control, order entry, purchase orders, and project and job costing. You can now use your keyboard to open screens from the navigation menu. New keyboard shortcuts for the navigation menu let you move around the menu and open screens from it. More information on web screens can be found on the Sage 300 Cloud Web Screens online help page or in the Sage 300 Cloud Web Screens Getting Started guide.
And the last one that you asked me to show our customers is the Sage app icons and admin utility that have been updated.
The organization of Sage 300 items on the Windows Start menu so that you can find things more easily. Instead of a single Sage menu, there are now 3 menus: Sage 300, Sage 300 Admin Utilities, and Sage 300 Support Utilities. We have also added some new items in the Sage 300 Admin Utilities menu so that you can use features like data activation, current users, and license manager without needing to open Sage 300. To get the best experience with the improved Start menu, uninstall your previous version of Sage 300 before installing Sage 300 2023. If you don't do this, the Start menu will show both the old menu and the new menus. Now let's review the Sage